Welcome to U.S. History 1. This is Unit 1, Part 3. We will be continuing with our exploration of the Americas today, talking about some of the Spanish conquistadors. Right? The Spanish are going to send a lot of explorers to the New World, but they're not just exploring, they were also claiming territory for the Spanish. And the Spanish Empire is going to grow drastically during the 1500s. All right. Some of the Spanish conquistadors. Hernando Cortez, one of the most famous, was. There's his portrait. Right. So that's Cortez. He will lead a small number of ships. I'm not sure the exact number, but they're going to come to the New World, and he will land in Cuba, which by this time does belong to Spain. They had claimed it. From Cuba, he's going to sail west and land in what is present-day Mexico. Right there, he will meet the Aztecs. Right, the Aztec Indians controlled a large empire in Central America, specifically in central Mexico. Right. The Aztecs had a legend that was actually supposed to be occurring at that time, where a evil demon, evil god would come to them and defeat them. And so the Aztecs were very afraid of Cortez. And in small skirmishes, the Aztecs far outnumbered the Spaniards. However, the Spanish had superior weapons. They had guns. The Aztecs did not. Montezuma was the leader of the Aztecs, and he was very afraid of Cortez as well, based on the legend. And eventually, the Aztecs are defeated by this small force of Spaniards, and their capital, Tenochtitlan, is captured, and today that's Mexico City. And there's a depiction of Tenochtitlan, the Aztec capital, and you can see an Aztec in traditional garb there. This would be part of the aristocracy, and you can see it was built on a lake, so there was a lot of water, although not quite that green, I don't believe. I've been to Mexico City. It is in a desert area. Heading south, Francisco Pizarro will land in what is today South America, specifically Peru. There's a portrait of Pizarro. Like I said, it's going to be 1531 till he lands in Peru. There he will, by this time, the Spaniards had been doing exploration. They had heard about different empires, Indian empires in South and Central America, already had defeated the Aztecs. When Pizarro lands in South America, they've heard of another Indian empire, and that's the Incas. And the Incan Empire was completely in South America, not into Central America. All right. Well, with different things going on, some intrigue and subterfuge, basically drama, eventually Pizarro will defeat the Incas, and the Spanish will claim the lands that belong to the Incan Empire as well. Right, and there's a picture of the ruins of the Incan capital city, Machu Picchu, right, located in the Andes Mountains in South America. And the last conquistador we're going to talk about today is Juan Ponce de Leon. And there's a portrait of Juan Ponce de Leon. Right. His is going to be a little bit different. When Cortez and Pizarro got to their different areas, landed there, they found a lot of gold. Right. Comparing them, although these are all at different times, in 1513, before the other two, Ponce, we're not going to call him Ponce, we'll make it short. All right, he landed in Florida. And unlike what the others will find, he's not going to find much in the way of gold. All right, he does become the first Spaniard to set foot in what is today the United States. All right. He doesn't, like I said, he does not find gold, but he does claim Florida for Spain, and basically for the next 250 years or so, into the 1800s, Spain will, for the most part, Florida will belong for the most part to Spain. There is a small time period in there where, after the American Revolution, Spain becomes part of the British Empire before being returned to Spain. And then eventually the U.S. will buy Florida from Spain. All right. And that's our conquistadors for today.